I'll overdo it a little bit for the recording so you
Good.
can see it a little bit better. Here you can sit back and just turn a slight bit to the right, like just a little hint, and that gives you a nice little wind up. Here, keep the 4 points, the 2 shoulder points of the quad in line. You might be overturning a little bit. So you think, sit back, the 4 points are in line, turn a little to the right. Now just keep the 4 points in line. Now here, notice I'm not going to have a dead spot here. I'm going to close and turn, and I'm going to turn right back. Now I'm going to close, pulling the toe in, and I'm going to, see my left quad? It's going to open. Both quads open there, pushing off. See, it's all coming from the lower body. A dead spot would be this. My waist stopped. So you try to always keep the waist moving and the upper body opening and closing. That's the thing too. The opening and closing is the whole body really. And the waist turning. Then you have the spiraling all the time. So on a move like this, I'm closing, I'm bowing, turning the waist here, opening the left quad. Here I'm closing and turning. Here I'm turning and opening. Here I'm closing and turning, and here I'm opening and turning. So from the very beginning, you really want to feel that it's not here. Remember cylindrical, how we used to do it? You get about a third of the energy at best when you do it this way. Mm-hmm. This is how we used to do it, cylindrical. Now what we're trying to do is get the pulling and pushing through the legs, get the upper body, get the whole body bowing, so we're really spiraling. Keep turning, no dead spot. All right, turn to the right. As soon as I turn back to the left, turning and releasing the bow. Bowing, turning, releasing the bow, turning. Bowing, releasing the bow, turning. Continue to turn. Pelvis spreading there. No dead spot, my waist doesn't stop there. My waist doesn't stop here. My waist doesn't stop. Even though I'm bowing and releasing, the waist doesn't stop. See, the waist never stopped. Back to it all. Now, slowly, you might want to just, okay, I want to release. I want to step. Bowing, then I want to open. As you're learning it, a little bit of pause, but eventually you just want to keep the motion going. Okay. Good. So first first move, preparation, you want to sink into the right leg, let the hands float forward, the pelvis goes under. And then you want to step out with the knees straight. Now basically your Tai Chi begins here with the Pung as the knees sink down. Pung means ward off. Then the Ji, focused attack. Then the Lu, rolling back. And then on, push down. Now the Pung, ward off left, we're going to block here with a ward off. We're going to attack with the G, the left fingers. We're going to keep turning to the right and closing the body. Now we're going to turn left and open the body as we step. Then we're going to close. Now on the closing, try to bring the right hand into position on the closing and then open on the palm. Good. Now turn to the left, closing. Turn back to the right, opening. Closing as you shift. Then opening on the attack. Turning to the right. Now keep turning as you pull back. When your weight gets in the left, turn back to the front with a right hand strike. Turn to the corner, now come back to center, close, and then open. Close as you pull back, and then open. Now let's go to single whip. Close as you sit back, weight in the left, slight turn to the right, and then open. The 4 points, the 2 shoulders and quad in line. Closing, drawing in, turning to the right. Now as soon as you turn to the left, you open the right quad and you step out with the palm. Now you close into the left quad downward, blocking slightly, so slightly downward. And then the left quad opens, you push off from the right, your single whip. So this should come from the quad opening. You want to connect the hand moving with the lower body. You don't want to do anything local. Okay, good. Let's go over that. From beginning, 8 moves. Preparation. Commencement. Separation of powers. Pung, Ji, Lu, on. Ward off, left, taking the opponent up, striking, going attack, turning. Right hand pushes down, that's the on, and then the left hand does the pop. Closing to the left, stepping. Now try to bring the right hand up. As your heel touches, the right hand should be passing the left fingers. And then closing, and then opening. Turning to the right, rolling back. When the weight gets to the left, you turn back to center. Turn all the way to the diagonal here. Back to center. Press. Roll back, closing. Pung, Lu, on, Ji. Single whip. Open. Close. Open. Close. And then open. Yeah, so what that is imagine somebody's punching you, you're getting on top of them, and then you're attacking like that. Okay, good. Hey, you want to try that from the top? When you open, it's going out to the 5 points. So what the yang form is this undulation. If you're a big ball, imagine, you're gathering the chi, you're sending out to the periphery. You're gathering, you're sending out to the periphery. Even when you got to the periphery, it's harmonizing with the chi of the universe. So you want to really make sure you get these nice open and closings in the form. And even if you overdo it a little bit now, later you can, later on you can tone it down, but it's better to show it. It's from the Ming Men, from the middle the kidney area in the back is where you separate the upper body and lower. So what you're doing is you're bowing the whole body. Here you're straight. Now I'm going to bow from my Ming Men down. I'm bowing forward, and the head is going forward. See, so I'm like a bow, gathering. Whenever you're controlling the opponent, you're gathering the chi, you're shifting, you're bowing. Now to release the bow, for when you step, because the step's an expansive move, bowing, because I'm controlling the opponent, let the right hand anchor in on the on, and then release the bow. That's your attack. That's saying to achieve the 5 points. Back to center, bowing. Release the bow. Bowing. Release. Now the release is, the string is pulling up, the sacrum's going down. It's very even on each end. So when you bow here, you want to feel like each end, top and bottom are the same, and the release is the same. There's the muscles right in here. I'm bowing, and now I'm releasing. So the sacrum is going forward, head is suspended. Bowing, releasing. Bowing, also when you're bowing, you're turning here, and now you're releasing, because I'm stepping forward. I'm expanding. Now I'm bowing, and now I'm releasing.
So the bowing, it's this part, like this motion?
Yeah, it's like this. This is going forward. I'm making myself a bow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do I come out of the bow? The string pulls me up, and the sacrum goes straight. Like here, the sacrum, everything is rounding, and now everything is straight. You can also feel it in the quad. The quad is closing, and now the quad is opening. You can feel the quad, you can feel these muscles working. Bad on a bowing situation. Here I'm bowing, right? I'm closing this quad, I'm turning on like a bow. Here's the bow.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm rounding and releasing. When you think of pulling a bow and you release it, it's really the top part. It's pulled, and then the top and the bottom part go like this and straightens. It's the same thing here. Now, bad would be when I release the bow, I do this. Yeah, I just floated myself up. I straighten the knee. You don't want to straighten the knee. You want to let the head suspend up, the sacrum down. I've released the bow. Now I'm bowing again. And now I release the bow. So you feel that all the way through. That's how you're going to get your power. That's how you're going to get your chi. You're much better for your health. Bowing, releasing the bow. So you'll always feel the sacrum going this way, and the head suspending when you release, and you'll feel them going like that. Okay, so this is what's happening. And you always want to keep the knee down. My quad is releasing as I release from bowing, but the knee's not coming up. Now both quads are closed, and now the left quad, both quads open. Okay. Shoulder blades all connected to here. If I collapse the shoulder blade here, see now it's no good. This arm is really dead.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulder blades, everything, every move ends like a stretch. The shoulder blades and the fingertips are all like one piece, so nobody can push you over. Sacrum, this is mimicking that, where the pelvis is wide, the sacrum's under. Here the shoulder blades are out. Okay? Let me try to talk about that.
Okay.
Just click it off. If you hear a buzz, I'll run
That's
around
right.
buzzing it. The arms are moving with the torso all the time. They're not moving independent of the body. Here they're coming up because you're sinking down. That's the only reason they're moving. Here it's just the Ming Men power. Now here they're just coming back because you're sinking. See, the arms are not moving. Here they're going down because you're pushing up. So now here, it's the sinking that's floating this arm up and floating the opponent up. Here it's the waist turning that's causing the G. Here it's the waist turning that's picking up the left foot. Here it's the right hand is secured, and then here is the push off, and there's your palm. Turning. Then releasing the bow, there's good fighting right here, right? And then closing, and then releasing. Opening. Just moving with the torso of the arm. We feel the shoulder blade connection all the time. Like here would be a really bad thing to do Pong Lu. Now look, my arms are now, see my shoulder blades collapsing? Mm-hmm. My arms are really dead. You know, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. So you want to just feel that connection. That my shoulder blades and arms are one unit all the way through. They're just moving with the torso. They're just moving with the torso. Moving with the torso. Moving with the lower body here and the waist turning. Okay, so it should feel like all the juice is happening in here and the arms are moving as a result of the turning of the waist and the opening and closing of the body. It should never feel like there's a local. Like the next move is you're going here, you're closing, and then the hands are going out, and you do all the hand changes. The body's closing, causing the palms to come in. Now when the body opens, the hands turn. So I didn't do that locally. I did it because the body opened. Mm-hmm. Locally would be, should be, closing, opening, closing, and then more and more you'll find the arms are just going along with the torso.